my hands were anything other than hands, they would be a street corner jazz quintet. They would be a 10-fingered symphony of saxophones, trombones, clarinets, and trumpets, wailing, rowdy, loud, and proud. Right out from under my fingernails, the song would swell and ring. It would leap from lampposts and reach into people's houses. It would bring mothers and sons come to dance in the middle of the street with fathers and daughters. And perhaps if my hands were a big bad jazz band, there would be no vicious, evil, and cruel death on the avenue, because I would send my fingers flying in a furious hurricane of eighth notes to just slap right into the faces of any slick-tongued, gun-toting mamma jamma who would come to steal my brother's breath. We'd be all song and dance and celebration, just the way we're supposed to be. If my hands were anything other than hands, they would be 2 magic wands. They would be 10 abracadabra fingers for me to bring back every bebop, biscuit-baking grandmother that we ever lost, every sweet and remarkable friend that we didn't even realize was sweet or remarkable until death stole them from under our breath while we was looking over our shoulder at the bus stop, and then all of a sudden they was gone. And for a moment, if my hands were magic wands, I would bring them back. And we could look them in the eye. For a moment, we could hold them, and we could tell them all of the things that we never got to say. If my hands were anything other than hands, they would be an entire conversation of miracles for me to cure you of any cancer that ever ailed you. They would be a conjure woman's cupboard of spells and incantations, and I would reach right through your breastbone to ease your heartache. If my hands were anything other than hands, they would be a tangible forgiveness that I could rub into your skin like lotion. Have forgiveness leaping from person to person to person, more infectious than HIV and tuberculosis put together. If my hands were anything other than hands, they would be mirrors, and I would shine them up to your face so you could see yourself as immutably remarkable as God made you. If my hands were anything other than hands, they would be 2 turntables and a microphone. But mostly, if my hands were anything other than hands, they would be 2 shooting stars galloping light across the galaxy.